Well, probably 5 or 6 minutes to get across some issues. What's annoying you at the moment?
Well, there's a fair bit annoying me, but that's okay. It will wash over me.
Sport-wise, what's
Well,
bothering you?
sport-wise, obviously, well, let's start earlier in the week. The South African cricket side, who we've welcomed to Adelaide Oval, the test, day-night test has started. Great conditions for test cricket.
Bought all the lollies out and there weren't any lollies.
Yeah, but they come with an arrogance that only South Africans can bring that really just grinds me. For them to treat the media the way they did is disrespectful to the sport, to themselves and to the Adelaide people. And I tell you right now, if I was tougher and I was that cameraman at Channel 9, I just would have went and bop right in that bloke's nose, would have made world headlines on a bigger scale, and everyone would have said, you know what? He deserved it, the arrogant little thing. So,
well, what did they do wrong?
Well, what they did wrong was start. If I'm walking down the street and anyone pushes me.
So was it an organised press conference?
No, it wasn't an organised press conference.
So they weren't supposed to talk to the press.
They could talk
press
to
just turned up and stuck some cameras in their face.
Well, why? And you don't agree with that? You've been playing in professional sport all of your life, and name one time in your 40 years plus where you put. Well, I didn't even get to finish the sentence because you just as a professional, you've got an obligation outside of the sporting fence to hold yourself and who you represent in a professional manner. And I don't think they did that. And yes, it can be annoying.
Do the media have the right to be in your face 24/7?
No, they don't. But they've got an obligation to report on what was the story of cricket at the moment about whether there was ball tampering by a particular person. They were waiting on a result. And yes, the media were told don't turn up to the airport. Okay?
So the media were told not to turn up at the airport.
Yes.
Right, but turned up.
But turned up.
Right.
But
right.
Okay, let's flip that around where the media say to the cricketers, listen, I don't think you should have a net session today. Well, what are you talking about, mate? This is what we do. I won't tell you what to do, but you don't tell the media what to do.
So then if they've asked them not to turn up and they've turned up, are they under any obligation to talk to them?
No, they're not.
So what they should have done is just done nothing.
There's no comment.
No, not even answer. Just keep walking.
Keep walking.
Okay.
Just keep walking.
That part's all right.
I think so.
Was the cameraman out of line or not out of line?
No, I
Did he put the camera in his face and the guy would get out of the way?
I'm happy for him to pose the question like you do when you see people come out of court.
Yeah.
How many times do you put the microphone in front of the person and they just keep walking through?
Yeah.
Okay.
That would have been fair enough. Okay.
That's it. So they keep walking through. But you don't attack someone in their workplace, which just happens to be at the Adelaide Airport.
Oh, you shouldn't attack anyone anywhere.
Well, you know, there's a few people that every so often need a slap. But the thing is this.
Can't say that.
Can't you? Well, that bloke did. Yes. I mean, the way he pushed the young reporter into the glass, not on. If that glass would have smashed and he was injured, we're talking about charges.
Look, I understand what you're saying, but he certainly had no business putting hands on him, no business touching the camera. But in saying that, they've said, we're not going to talk to you at the airport. So clearly the bosses have said, go down there and get a story, or go down there and get some footage. So they've done that.
Knowing the media, they would have said, go down and antagonise them.
And they may have done that.
But you don't fall into the trap as a professional sportsman.
Okay, so what's the solution?
The solution is to walk past, no comment, move on.
All right, okay.
I think so. Or guess what? Even be smarter and organise a press conference at the airport to say, guys, you've got 3 questions, there's your grabs, off you go.
Look, I said this it was a long time ago, it was when Dean Brogan got involved with a young fella at the airport. There was a bit of biffo that went on there. I've wondered how long it's going to be, and this just adds to it, before teams arrive and they just go off. They're picked up by a bus on the tarmac and you don't even see them. That's what it's heading towards. Yeah, that's where it's heading.
But you know they've got
that just stops all of it then.
Well, it does. But then
which would be sad.
Well, it would be sad. But the fact is, sport is so competitive that we need each of the codes need to be in the media to keep the interest going. And this isn't good news. This isn't a good news story. No one wins from this.
I agree with you. I think athletes are going to get more protected. I think coaches, we saw it with Damien Hardwick.
Yes.
You know, a fan had a go at him coming back.
Yes.
I'm just wondering how long before the clubs say, we need to protect our people. Sorry, they won't be going through there. They won't be going through there. You'll see them at the press, which would be really disappointing. But I sense that's what's going to come out of this. The Nugget Reese viewing room at Adelaide Oval. Fantastic?
Oh, yeah, it's okay, I guess.
Not excited about it?
Well,
don't like Nug?
No, he's a great bloke. He's got a viewing room.
Oh, gee, you're hard to please at the moment. Gary Hocking to South Adelaide. Good decision or not?
Well, I thought, what do you mean Gary Hocking? I thought Gotch's staying there.
Gotchi's gone to Collingwood. He's off to
Collingwood.
Gotchi
stayed.
No, Gotchi's gone. Gary Hocking in.
Are you sure?
I'm in. I'm sure, 100%. Okay, quickly, Ben Jarman. Crows didn't pick him up. My information is that they may still get him.
My information is that he won't be there by the time they want to pick him.
Well, you may be right. One of us will
we'll
be
see.
right.
Well, one of us is going to be right
One
about
of us,
Gotch.
well, but he might not get picked up, but I think Ben will. The reports are that he's well sought after, but they didn't want to go with the...
Well, my reports are obviously Kangaroos have got 2 picks side by side in the 30s. You've got Western Bulldogs, Sydney, all have got him on their radar. I'd be interested to see if he's still around. If he is not picked up by Adelaide, I think that's real disappointing for a whole lot of reasons. One is he's got X factor that deserves to follow the footsteps of his father at the Adelaide Crows.
All right, fair enough. Poppy on his bike and riding. Time for us to get on our bikes. We're out of here. Hope you'll join us next week. Bye, everybody.